What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coldborough Park Farm. In today's episode, we're doing something a little bit, well, not too different. We're baling our store today. Now we're going to be doing this at the same time as I've got the combine going up the top there. You can still see. So we're going to be cracking on. We're getting this baled up today because I want to just get it done before any more damp weather comes in, really, so we can just have a bit of security knowing that it's all baled up. So we made a start on it earlier on. What we're going to do is just going to keep ploughing through here and kind of chase the combine over there, which we're doing pretty successfully at this point. I am kind of jumping between this and the New Holland there to keep the grain tank emptied on the combine, which I might just go and do now actually. Alright, so we got them going there again. Oh, I might going to make the swath here tight. Perfect. So yeah, we've been making some good progress with the baling here. Likewise on the combine itself, we've been, as a rough estimate, I believe we've been kind of averaging approximately 3.5 tons an acre of barley, which I'm more than happy about. So that does me very well. Considering the amount of inputs we've done onto here, which is very minimal, we're getting a good output, so that's always very good. As you saw in the previous episode, we are selling this straight down to the store, and there's actually a little bit of a bump in the price of barley at the moment that we're able to sell it for. So again, that's a little bit of extra income, which is always nice. Now that does mean that we're able to kind of pay down our debt a little further, which again is always a good thing. So we've done that. We've taken off a little bit of the extra debt. So you might see that my budget in the top corner doesn't quite reflect what you might expect. However, I'm very pleased with how it's going so far, and long may we be able to get another harvest like this. It's nice to get all the machines in the field at once actually and get rattling through here. We are at the moment here, we're going to get quite a few bales off this field at the moment, so we're going to probably look into just selling majority of this field actually. What we do is I have a straw buyer who buys and sells straw and hay and a bit of silage I believe as well. And he sells that to farmers who run a bit short elsewhere. Now with the straw, I believe a lot of the straw he buys actually goes to Wales. So I'm sure we can get this lot shipped away and add it to his kind of load really. And it's certainly a little bit easier for me just to have him buy it, and then I don't have to worry about that. It kind of clears my field and it's gone. So we'll see when we can get him to come in with his truck, and we'll get those bailed out. Other than that, at the moment, it's all very pleased with how it's progressing. The combine's been holding up an absolute dream so far. We've really progressed well through here. Don't hit that bale. Yeah, nice. After the slower start we've got some great conditions so far. So touch wood, everything's coming through very well. Bit more. So these fields here, well this one we're in now and the potatoes next door, are part of our tenancy agreement on the farm. We don't own these fields outright. Now with our tenancy agreement we have it's kind of a generational tenancy agreement where it's a 3-generation gap, or 3 generations of farmers have this land leased. So I am currently generation number 2. So that means that my dad was farming this prior to me. So we will be continuing with this, and then if and when I have children they want to continue, then they'll get the opportunity to continue farming this land as well. What it does mean is that for the 3 generations we get the same price of rent, which is good. It keeps the fixed cost. When it comes to budgeting, it means that we're able to budget the land a little bit easier. Our outputs are kind of consistent at least. So that's very good, and it does mean that we are able to benefit from the single farm payments that we can get from this land and the subsidies we're able to acquire, which therefore gives us a bit more of a balanced income and enables me, when we get a good years, such as this one for crop pricing, that we can kind of begin to think about extending our area of land we own or we operate in. So we are going to be looking in the not too distant future to increase our current capacity. Not sure if we're going to go down the grass route or if we'll go down for some more arable to begin with, but we can always look into that, figure out what's going well. I'm going to need to wash my tractor again soon, it's getting very dusty. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! My combine driver has hit my trailer. What is he doing? Can't get the staff these days, it seems. So he's going to finish that little block off he's got there. He's probably got a couple more passes on. Hope finally it doesn't hit my trailer again. And then as you can see, we've got two little blocks up the top end of the field to do. Now I might actually jump on and finish those ones because I believe my combine driver has to disappear. And it starts to get a little bit fiddly in there anyway, and he doesn't make the tightest of jobs when he's in that corner, truth be told. So it's just probably a bit easier if I take over, really. But yeah, this is the first and only field of barley in the books, which would be nice to get this done. And we've got a little bit of, we've got some wheat to harvest as well, and we've obviously got those potatoes over there. And I still haven't yet to find a good contractor to come and pick those up, actually. But we do need to find somebody. Around the corner here. So I am missing every other row at the moment, just to make it a little bit of an easier turn, and then we'll come up the two rows over to my left, one there, and then we'll come back around and take these three. So there's still going to be several hours of baling left to do here, I think. We might not get it all done tonight. The dampness might start to come in. Has he stopped? Yes, he has. Okay. So I'm going to have a quick chat with the driver, see what's going on over there, and then we'll make it this bail out first. Yeah, we're going to have a chat with him, see what's going on, and then I'll come back. And you never know, we might be sat in the combine seat to finish up here. Then, so we had a quick chat with the driver. He has left, he's had to go away, so he's left the combine there with a little strip to finish. So I'm going to finish this little swath off here. We'll go and park the baler up for an hour or two, rattle out this combine in, and then depending upon what time we finish, we might try and come back in and get a little bit more of the straw baled up before the dampness really sets in. It'd be nice if we have all this done. I'm not too worried about clearing the field now, but it's always nice just to have it baled up. There's a bit of a breeze flying around today, so it is drying out the straws that's in the swath there, so that's quite good. Okay, so we'll shut the baler off. Let's park it out of the way to the side here. Lovely stuff. I don't know how he's hit this trailer. It's been a right good go of that. Anyway. Can't get the staff these days, it seems. And he's even come careering through here as well. Quite the manoeuvre. So yeah, shout out to Wayne, who's been commenting a lot on some of my videos here. As we were mentioning, it is a great combine. You're right, it's a bit of a classic, but you're also right, the head is a little bit small. So as I mentioned, if we are able to take on some more land, I think you were saying you took on a New Holland. I'd love to be able to say I could do the same. I just don't think budgets or land capacity would allow me to do that at the moment. So I might have to take a few shorter stepping stones on the way, but we'll get there at some point, Wayne, I'm sure. But let me know how you're getting on with yours, won't you? So we'll get this little bit wrapped up. As you can see, there's a few blocks over there. I've got all of the trees and telegraph poles to go around still, so that's always fun. That grain trailer has nothing in the bottom of it, so we'll continue to fill up the Marston on the New Holland over here. 65%. So when I did the first headlands here, I did make sure that I could just push all the bales to the hedge line, really, just to keep them all out of the way. It's an awful lot easier just to do that and keep them out of the way to one side rather than have to worry about manoeuvring around them in a combine whose steering is not the most responsive, let's put it that way. Oh, even got the sunset there, look at that. So what we do need to do, because I didn't quite get that fourth pass around the headland done, is just take a strip off this side. So it's going to, because we only got 3 headlands done here at the moment, so by doing this, it's going to allow us to have a little bit more turn space. Because otherwise it's a little bit tight. My driver did come through and put a little cut into here as well, it seems, but then he decided not to spend too much time playing around with the telegraph poles, which on the basis of his driving may not have been the worst idea he's ever had. Okay, perfect. So just let that finish up there. Nicely done, whip it around. So what we'll do, we'll continue up this middle pass here, and then we'll just keep going round and round anti-clockwise. By doing that, we are able to keep the auger in the middle, which is good because that means should we need to empty it and just pull the traction trailer bang into the middle here, and we'll not miss out on anything. So at this stage here, we'll get this wrapped up quickly. It's not going to take too much longer, but to do it, we're just going to bring in the tunes again, and I'll let you guys watch on and see how well I navigate the, what have I got here, 2 ash trees, 2 telegraph poles. Lovely stuff. Alright, keep an eye on me, and I'll come back to you in a moment. So guys, we have pushed on quite a lot since you last joined us, and we are just finishing off the small ends of this field and we're done. We've somehow ploughed through this field this afternoon. I'm very impressed with how we've got on. We're in a little bit of a thick patch up to the top here. Typically this field always just have a little bit thicker ground up here, so it's doing alright though. We're getting through there, and there's, like I say, there's only a small block left. So we should fit it all. This trailer here is full, as you can see, but I do have at least one more load, maybe a bit more left in the bottom of the red trailer down the hill there. So we're just going to get these little ends finished up. And we're going to call it quits for the night. I don't think I'll get the rest of this baled. We'll go and empty these trailers down at the store, and then we'll take those back. We'll leave the combine in the field tonight. I don't need that back at the yard just yet, and we can keep it kind of tucked out of the way here for now. So we'll do that, and then we'll definitely see how we're looking from there on in. As you can see, we've only got probably about 3 or 4 more passes to complete here, and then that's another one ticked off. Helps when I'm concentrating. Who says men can do 2 things at once? There we go. We managed to successfully navigate all of the randomly placed objects in this field, so those trees were no problem, and the telegraph pole, this one on the end here is just in a tricky place, but with a little bit of time and effort you can get around almost anything. And then we're going to have to come in tomorrow, and we're going to get some, we'll finish up with the baling, but then we'll also get some bales carted out of here. Be nice to do, nice to get some ground cleared. So as I mentioned here, this is barley. We will be putting this into oilseed rape. So we're going to have to plough over the ground first, and then we'll chuck some oilseed rape into this and see how it comes along. So typically we want to get this field cleared nice and quickly so we can get it ploughed over. With oilseed rape, you always want to have it drilled into the ground by mid-August, really, or as close to mid-August as you can. So we're really going to have to get it cracking on this field, and it's going to take some time to get it ploughed over because it is a large field. So we'll see what we can do though. We'll push on. We've got enough machines to do it here. Get my dad to come in and sit on the plough for a couple of days. I wouldn't mind that. Why is it the ends always seem to take the longest? Combine's starting to get a little bit warm actually. It's starting to heat up quite a lot, so we'll get this finished and then we're going to let it cool down. Tomorrow I'll come in and we'll just have a quick service through of it, make sure everything's ticking through as it should be. It has been working hard all day, so you'd expect it to be quite warm, but maybe some of the dials are reading a bit too high for my liking, so we'll check this out. At this point we'll just square this end off. Then left arm, do the same over here. Ooh, bale. Missed it. So we might just make this 2 passes just to watch that one there again, just so we can ensure that we'll fit it all in. Also we don't miss any scraps, sorry. So we'll just split this down the middle. Watch that swath there as well. Perfect. Go. And then of course we're not going to quite get all of that in one go, so we'll take as much as we can here. So hopefully the silage grounds here are going to start growing pretty quickly for us. We need them to, because we want to get a crop of hay off there as soon as we can. What we'd typically be doing is we might get this ground ploughed over for the rape here, and then at the back end of that, once that's done, we should have some sufficient growth on the grass to get that cut down for some hay, all being well. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that one and see how it progresses. We want to miss these two store swaths. Perfect. And finally, the old girls managed to finish it off. We'll just wrap up this little block and then we're going to call it quits for the day. Very pleased with how we've progressed. Alright then, so when we finish this, I'm going to park the combine up, we'll get it all locked up. I'm going to empty out my two trailers here and take those both back to the yard, I believe. And then we need to, the next step is going to be getting this field cleared, as I mentioned. So we'll start that probably tomorrow, but we won't do too much more this evening. But yes, thank you very much for watching as usual. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. We will see you coming up shortly in Coldborough Farm, probably I think 2 times in the next week or so. It's a series that a lot of people are liking and enjoying, so we'll definitely see how much more we can do and where we can take this. So yeah, do keep an eye out for more series coming up. If you've liked what you've seen today, don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. And do keep an eye out on all the social media sites for Simulation for the Nation. We'll be keeping you informed with what we've got coming up really in the next couple of weeks. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this and take care of yourself whatever you're doing. Until next time, we'll see you later.